I probably don't need to tell you guys this because it's clearly visible everywhere. Modern women are some of the most egoistic, arrogant, and narcissist women to ever exist in the world. Nowhere in history has there been a time when women have been pampered and privileged to such an extent that they developed a mega ego. You don't even need to spend a lot of time with women to see that. All you need to do is go out to the street and ask a few questions, and you'll realize how entitled and self-obsessed women really are. Years of conditioning through movies and this feminist garbage has made them think that the world revolves around them. Women are walking around here thinking all men do is just think about them and how wonderful they are. Let me explain things one by one and tell you how absolutely insane and narcissistic women have really become. Let's start with the most mind-boggling narcissistic woman of all time, the SJW types. You know, the activist types who think women were the best thing that ever happened to the earth. These women are convinced they're pretty much the superior gender and all the wars and famines in society were the fault of men. According to them, if the world were run by women, it would be an ultra-peaceful, altruistic society with zero problems. You know, personally, I don't have a lot of problem with them spewing garbage like this because it does make for a good laugh at times. The problem comes in when these women adopt these mannerisms in real life. As if she has blessed the earth with her presence, she's a holy queen here to bless us all. I swear to God, these strong feminist type women be the most annoying nagging women of all time. If you met a woman like this in public, she'd probably fight you over minor things. She would probably create a scene if you held the door for her. Their problem is not that they believe this stupid garbage. Their problem is that they are self-obsessed. Not unlike creepy old dudes in their basement, these women think the world revolves around them and they understand things at a deeper level. They are convinced they can understand things that nobody can. That is a dangerous level of stupidity when you consider that a woman's word is pretty much gospel these days. What these women have accomplished in their meaningless lives is to infect a lot of other young girls on the internet and on social media. They've given rise to all kinds of insanity, creating slogans like "You go girl" and "You look like a good queen," even telling fat and ugly women that they're pretty much supermodels, and any man who tells them otherwise is a woman hating virginity. Can you imagine the insanity? It's like these women have lost all notion of sanity. They're so far into delusion, it's almost like they can't see reality. They can't see the world through a normal lens. All they see are opportunities to self-victimize and make life hell for men. Second thing is the good-looking girls. And I don't mean the 10s. I mean the 6s and 7s and sometimes the 8s. These are the girls that have massive egos that are weirdly even more inflated than 10s. TikTok has made them mad. I swear most of these young girls are doing nothing but looking at their faces all day through different filters. Can you imagine how crazy and carefree you have to be to do that? That's the thing you do when you're having all your food and domestic needs taken care of. So you can just live off of daddy's money and act like you're a princess. These women have looked at themselves through filters for so long they don't even know what they really look like. Anytime they do look in the mirror, they just go and read a thread on how women are human and the beauty standards for them are too high. It's weird how such things are never said for men. Either he's 6 feet with a jawline, or he's an ogre. There's no middle ground. Anytime she does get close to hitting reality, there's a ton of validation and feel-good content just waiting for her out there to raise her ego and solidify her denial. If that's not enough, all she needs to do is post some of her filter-ridden photographs on Instagram and show some skin. There will be a horde of simps and men with nothing to do in their lives raise her ego even more. If she can get a few more angles, she can actually make a decent living off of this. Do you see what this is? It's a biased environment. It's an environment full of primers and safety nets. Anytime a modern woman gets close to hitting her senses and getting a taste of reality, she has a million safety nets to just fall in and maintain her delusion. Couple that with the fact that women get into this cycle right after they turn 16 or 17 and enter puberty. That means they've been getting validation for so long, they're pretty much convinced there's no one hotter than them. There was a survey done back in the day about women and men and who were the most attractive. An overwhelming amount of women don't even find men attractive. Except for the few 1% who stand out, they literally have zero attraction to us. Some say they don't even physically like their boyfriends and think they're hotter than him. Most women think that women are the hotter gender. All you need to do is look at a college girl's comments and you'll see. They've collectively as a group realized that they're simply hot for the men around them, but they will still indulge. Because why expect a woman's brain to be logically coherent? Finally come the Zodiac girls and those who like to play dress up and fashion. These women have created fake worlds for themselves. I personally like to think most women today are the equivalent of internet soy boys. Like them, most women's entire existence is over the internet. All they see of themselves are the filtered pictures and the compliments. Why do you think women are never happy with their looks? Deep down, they're always overthinking and hating themselves. Even after applying 3 layers of makeup, they're always going into crazy spirals and doing self-assurances to themselves. It's because they've lived a mad dream for so long they don't realize that the woman they see in the mirror is the real them. They don't realize that men also live their lives like this every day. We also roll around with a hanging gut and bad skin. We have disheveled hair, and we have no filters to make our skin glow. All of this stuff doesn't work for us, because beauty and value as a man has to be earned. If a man wants to look fit and athletic, he has to work for it. If he wants a sharp jawline and good skin, he has to remain disciplined and watch his diet for months. There are no quick solutions that work for us. Even if we try them, it just makes us look more feminine, and women hate that. That's why men today are very aware of their reality and the world they live in. Women are not. They have all the tools to go into delusion. The result of this is here. An entire gender of self-obsessed, narcissistic people who create problems out of thin air and expect the world. An entire half population of humans are convinced that they're just too good for the world. If she's a 5, she's going to need a 7. If she's an 8, she's going to need a 10. If she's a 10, well, she's going to want people to worship her. What's scary is that there seems to be no end to this insanity. Everyday women with even average looks just post anything on the internet with revealing clothes get a ton of attention. I don't know whether I should rant about the stupid guys that are giving her attention, or the woman who's wasting her parents' money and effort like this, or just forget about the entire thing. What do I care about? I'm in the end a dumb man who is to blame for all the troubles of this earth. Who am I to tell women how to lead their lives and what to dress and how to act? Crazy world we live in now. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe.